Imagine two agencies on the same block, same service, same size, same kind of clients. They both land that dream project. You know, the one client win where everything just clicks. The client pays on time, the results are beautiful. The team is actually smiling at the end.
Agency number 1 does what most businesses do. They write up a quick case study, maybe toss a few screenshots on their website, brag about it in one sales call, then it basically turns into a dusty trophy on a digital shelf. Agency number 2, they look at that same win and say, hold on, this is not just a cute story. This is a blueprint. They feed it into AI, they shape it into a simple offer, they spin out the messaging, the emails, the landing page, the delivery checklist, and suddenly that one win becomes a mini factory that keeps bringing in more clients just like that, over and over. That's what we're building today. Not a full company rebrand, not a massive tech overhaul, just one AI-powered mini-factory around one proven win. One offer, one clear story, one repeatable way to deliver it. This needs sparkle, but it does not need to be complicated.
Pattern detected. If you are listening and already thinking, this sounds huge, I do not have time for a whole new system, breathe. We are not rebuilding your entire business. We are cloning your best result in a very controlled, low-risk way. In this episode, we are going to take that one standout client success and show you how to turn it into what we call a mini-factory. I will map the backbone, the raw data, and structure. Lyric will turn that into market-facing messaging humans love. Then we will outline how you'd standardize delivery and run this whole thing in under an hour a week.
So if you have even one client story you are proud of, stay with us. By the end, you will know exactly how to turn that into a repeatable revenue machine without losing the bespoke magic you love. Let's make it irresistible.
All right, segment 1. Let's build the skeleton of this mini factory before we dress it up with copy and creative. Think of this as your raw material. No design, no fancy slides, just clarity.
Start by picking one client win, not your entire body of work, just one. Ask yourself, who exactly was this for? Not small businesses in general, but something like a 12-person e-commerce brand selling skincare, doing around $500,000 in revenue, struggling with abandoned carts.
Yes, zoom way in. If your ideal client sounds like anyone who has money and oxygen, your mini factory cannot lock on. It is like trying to write a love letter to humans. Get down to the one real person this win was perfect for.
Once you have that person in mind, we map the before and after. Before, what were they feeling? What was broken? What were they measuring? After, what changed? What improved? What did they finally stop worrying about? You want at least 3 concrete metrics. For example, leads per month, close rate, average order value, project timeline, or support tickets. If you did not track metrics at the time, that is all right. You can reconstruct them with your client or approximate them and label them as estimates.
And do not skip the emotional metrics. That stuff secretly sells. Was your client finally sleeping through the night? Did they stop dreading their inbox? Did they go from, maybe we should shut this down, to, oh, we are actually excited again. Humans love this stuff.
Next piece. How was it delivered? Break the project into stages. For instance, for a marketing agency win, your stages might be discovery call, audit, strategy presentation, implementation sprint, optimization check-in, and final handoff.
Under each stage, jot down the key actions and assets. Did you run an intake questionnaire? Did you present in a slide deck? Did you use a standard email sequence or proposal template without realizing it was standard? These are all components your AI assistant can later turn into templates and prompts.
And this is where people sometimes panic and say, but every project is different. Sure, every human is different, but hearts still have a rhythm. What we are looking for is the repeatable 80%, the parts you actually do again and again, so you can free up your brain for the creative 20%.
Exactly. To make this usable for AI, you can capture everything in a simple data snapshot. One document broken into 4 sections: client profile, before and after, key metrics, and delivery steps. Client profile, a short paragraph about who they are. Before and after, a paragraph each in plain language. Metrics, a small bullet list with numbers or ranges. Delivery steps, your stages with 1 or 2 sentences under each. That is all AI needs to start helping you build assets.
So if you are listening on the go, mentally pick your one client win right now. Name their business in your head. See their face. Remember that email where they said, "This changed everything." That's your raw material. You do not need 100 wins. You need one good one.
Okay, now let's have some fun with that snapshot. Segment 2 is where we turn your data into a story your market cannot stop clicking on. This is my playground. Once you have Nova's snapshot, you can drop it into your favorite AI writing tool and say something like, "Based on this case study, help me define a tiny, focused offer I can sell over and over to clients just like this."
And the key word there is tiny. We are not designing a 27-step everything included package. We are looking for the most valuable, repeatable slice of that win.
Exactly. Maybe your big win was a 6-month engagement, but the real magic happened in the first 30 days when you fixed their broken onboarding, or rewrote their top 3 sales emails, or restructured their pricing. That little slice can become a named micro offer. Give it a clear, results-focused name. Not consulting package, but 90-day cart rescue sprint or lead magnet makeover intensive. When you say it out loud, you want your ideal client to think, "Oh, that sounds like it was literally built for me." That's viral energy.
From there, AI can help you generate your positioning. You might prompt it with, "Using this case study snapshot, write 3 ways to describe who this is for, what problem it solves, and the specific outcome it delivers."
Then you turn that into a simple messaging spine. 1 line for who it is for, what they are stuck with right now, what they get at the end, and why it works. That spine can feed everything else: your 1-page landing, a short email sequence, a couple of social posts. For example, you can tell your AI, "Write a 3-email sequence for business owners like this client, telling the story of their before and after, and inviting them to book a call for this exact micro offer." You are not inventing stories. You are just amplifying the one you already lived.
And this is where the risk of overwhelm usually shows up. You might be thinking, does this mean I need a full funnel, a fancy webinar, a 20-page sales page? The answer is no. 1 focused page and a few emails are sufficient to validate your mini factory.
Yes, think minimum lovable marketing, not maximum perfection. 1 story-driven case study, 1 named mini offer, 1 clear next step. Humans love this stuff when it is specific and simple. If your client win was, "We helped Sarah's Bakery double online orders in 60 days, just tell that story well and invite more Sarahs.
You can also ask your AI tool to generate variations for different channels while keeping the core story intact. For instance, turn this case study into a LinkedIn post, an Instagram caption, and a short script for a 60-second video, all targeting this same type of client.
And here is the creative safety net. Because all of this is anchored to one real result, your marketing does not feel like hype. It feels like, here is what we did. Here is who it was for. Here is what happened. If that sounds like you, we can run the same playbook together. Creativity unlocked.
So far, we have talked about attracting and selling. But a mini factory is not just more leads. It is a repeatable way to deliver the result, even on a small business budget.
On the delivery side, your goal is to standardize just enough that you can execute the same high-quality outcome without reinventing the wheel every time. You turn your stages into simple checklists, templates, and timelines.
Think of it like a recipe card for your favorite dish. You can still add a little extra spice depending on who is at dinner, but you are not guessing the core ingredients every single time.
You can ask AI to help here too. Take your delivery steps and prompt, turn these into a checklist for my team to follow each time we deliver this micro-offer. Make it clear and easy to check off. Now you have a repeatable process, even if you are the only person on your team right now.
From there, generate templates for the key touchpoints, a discovery call script, an intake questionnaire, a strategy outline, a standard recap email. Use AI to draft them, then you edit so they sound like you. Efficiency is inevitable when you stop starting from zero.
And this is where your future self will want to hug you. Because once those templates exist, you can hand parts of the work to a VA, a junior team member, or even just you on a tired Friday and still keep the quality high.
To keep this on a small business budget, you do not need complicated project management software. A shared folder with your templates, a simple spreadsheet, and maybe a lightweight task tool is enough. In that spreadsheet, track 3 things for every mini factory project: scope, quality, and profitability. Scope: what is included, what is not. Quality: did the client get the promised outcome, and how satisfied were they? Profitability: how many hours you spent versus what you were paid.
And if the word spreadsheet makes your soul leave your body, remember, you can ask AI to set this up too. Literally say, create a simple Google Sheets layout to track those 3 things for each client for this offer, and copy-paste.
The more you run this mini factory, the more data you collect. You will start to see which parts of delivery consistently cause delays, which steps drive the biggest results, and where scope tends to creep. Then you can adjust the process or the offer based on facts, not feelings.
And this is the part I love. Standardizing the repeatable 80% does not make your work rigid. It actually protects your energy, so you can add that custom 20% where it matters, the surprising insight on a call, the extra creative flourish, the strategy idea that makes your client say, wow, I did not expect that.
So, you have the story, the mini offer, the messaging, and the basic delivery system. Now we need a lightweight rhythm to keep this mini factory running and improving without consuming your entire week.
We recommend a 60-minute weekly review. 1 hour, on your calendar, same time every week. You and your team look at 3 dashboards: pipeline, delivery quality, and margins.
Pipeline: how many conversations, leads, or booked calls came from this mini offer? Delivery quality: are current clients on track to get the promised outcome? Margins: is the time you are spending staying within what you planned?
And sprinkle in one storytelling check. Do we have any new little wins, quotes, screenshots, or moments from this week that could be added to the story? That quick Slack message from a client that says, "We just hit our best week ever." That is gold. Capture it while it's fresh.
During that 1-hour review, you make small decisions. If pipeline is low, but delivery results are strong, you might tweak the messaging. Adjust your subject line, clarify who it is for, or test a new angle using AI. Let's optimize that.
If delivery quality is slipping, you look at your checklist. Is there a step people keep skipping or rushing? Do you need to tighten the scope or add one clarifying email template? Small process upgrades can restore consistency quickly.
And if margins are shrinking, meaning projects keep taking longer than planned, that is a signal, not a failure. Maybe your price needs to go up for new clients. Maybe there is one part of the process that always drags that you can delegate, automate, or simplify with AI.
Over time, you will reach a point where this mini factory feels stable. The story is clear, the offer sells, clients are happy, and your team can run it without drama. That is when you consider spinning up the next mini factory around another proven win.
Notice the order there. You do not juggle 5 mini factories at once from day one. You stabilize one, then add another. One win at a time. One clear story at a time. One repeatable delivery system at a time. That is how you quietly build a business that feels way bigger than your headcount. All right, let's land this with 3 concrete actions you can take this week to start building your first AI mini factory. Action 1. Choose your win. Look back over the last 12 to 24 months and pick one client project that checks 3 boxes. It was profitable, it got a clear result, and you would happily do it again. Write that client's name at the top of a page. That is your starting point.
Action 2. Build the snapshot. In one simple document, write your client profile, their before and after, 3 key metrics, and the major delivery steps. It does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be captured so AI can work with it.
Action 3. Spin up one tiny offer and one simple asset. Use AI to help you name a micro offer based on that win. Then create either a 1-page landing or a 3-email sequence that tells the story and invites more clients like that to raise their hand. Just one offer, one asset.
If you would like help structuring all of this, we have put together a mini factory canvas and a prompt pack that walks you through every step we talked about today, from the snapshot to naming your offer to building those templates and checklists.
You can grab it over at Apex Blue's site. Just look for the AI Mini Factory resources from this episode. It is designed so you can sit down for an afternoon, fill it in, and walk away with your first mini factory outlined and ready to test.
You do not need a complete overhaul. You need one proven win, captured clearly, and a simple rhythm to repeat it. Clarity achieved.
And as you start building, remember, you are not guessing in the dark. You are just scaling what already worked. Stay smart, stay curious, and stay ahead.